Thank you for everybody being here today. Some of our original fractivists are here, and I think that just tells you how committed we are to fighting this. We created one of the biggest environmental movements in the history of the United States, and we stopped fracking here. So thank you, Assembly Member Kelles and Senator Webb, for introducing this bill. This is a fight we're willing to have. It's ridiculous that the gas industry is now trying to get around our fracking ban by using an experimental form of extracting gas out of shale with carbon dioxide. As Sandra said, that sounds like a crazy experiment. And not to mention how those carbonic acids will eventually work their way into our aquifers. On top of this, they want to build 10 gas-fired power plants right in the middle of the hottest year in 100,000 years. We're looking at a massive climate catastrophe, and it is not the time to build out 10 new gas-fired power plants when the rest of the state and the world is moving away from burning carbon. They're coyly calling themselves the Southern Tier Solutions, when they are an out-of-state corporation from Texas that wants to secede from the nation, that was only started a few months ago, and their spokesperson said that they can't publicly say who is funding them. I wonder why. The gas industry always tries to start its experimental drilling and fracking in the Southern Tier. They must think that we're gullible in the Southern Tier. But make no mistake about it, if they start in the Southern Tier, that's not where this is going to end. This is going statewide because the Marcellus and Utica shales cover most of this state. The gas industry wants to get their head in the tent, so to speak, and then you know what happens after that, the rest of the body follows. And they want to do drilling in the Southern Tier and go from there. We have news for the gas industry. We aren't falling for it, obviously. An overwhelming movement of New Yorkers rose up to stop fracking a decade ago, and we became one of the first states in the country to ban fracking, and we spread that same strategy here and throughout the world. And now we're going to stop the gas industry again. People power works. New York passed a law to ban fracking as part of the 2021 budget, and now the state legislature and Governor Hochul should pass the law to ban CO2 drilling and fracking in this budget cycle too. Thank you, everyone.
I woke up this morning and thought it's really appropriate that we're having this press conference and launching this bill on Groundhog Day, because it feels like the oil and gas industry comes back year after year after year with another scheme to try to frack New York. And not only do they keep trying, but year after year after year, the New York's climate movement and anti-fracking movement beats them back with people power, because together we're more powerful than the oil and gas industry. And I'm excited, in a way, to be back here with all of our friends who, I think to a person, everybody speaking today was there fighting fracking the first time that we banned a decade ago. And it's crazy that we're back again, but in a way, it's exciting because these are the amazing people that made it happen, along with thousands and thousands of New Yorkers who took time out of their days, time out of their lives to organize, to come to Albany, to do the hard work that won the ban the first time. So that is the way we're going to win it again, right? With people power, we know we can accomplish what once seemed impossible and now seems really likely, right? This is this kind of crazy scheme by this very brand new Texas company. It just seems wild that New York would even consider it. But because we are living in this world where Groundhog Day is every day, we are fighting it. We are organizing against it, and together we are going to win again. So, I guess I'll close by saying we've got to get this done this session. We have to get in front of this. As Assemblymember Lupardo rightly pointed out, this should be an easy thing to do. There's not massive organized support for this company. This is kind of a random thing, but we got to get it done. So we should get it on agenda. We should get it passed. we should get in front of this. We cannot let the legislative session end without passing this bill. So I call on legislative leaders, Speaker Hasty, Majority Leader Stuart Cousins, Governor Hochul. We've got to get in front of this thing, get it done, pass it through both houses, and sign it into law. So thanks again.